might think 2 million rupiah is a lot, and in this land where I am, the truth is very obvious and truly indeed. Not to miss out that it can be a weekly range of food grocery shopping for an ordinary Indonesian. If you watch this video up to the end, and found a way out of these miseries, please do send me a postcard with a smile, as I am optimistic that dreams do come true. Please watch it to the end, to grasp the way of free entry into the sacred site Borobudur. The way I came in and the way I got out, that is free and not paying any cents. If you watched at the end of this video, there might be some information on how I got in, but beware of scammers trying to rip of you, which you will see at the end. A seller approached me and wanted to sell souvenirs, but be warned that some are good, some are useless. The good ones are quite memorable, and it comes to your decisional motives if it's alright to go with the flow. Yes, it is a must and shall not be missed out. No, it is not a regret if you had subscribed to my channel, watched it to the end and grasped it in head. That's why I had titled it Travel Guide Tips for any of you too accustomed. I got to tell you that the entrance ticket is not free. It costs a hefty lot of money, as it is a UNESCO site. If you are one with the God, then it shall not cost anything. Locals not that especially. Foreigners will have to do their part. As for me, neither shall I. God have given me a way out. One way to get in is either from the side entrance or the back door. There are several high-class hotels in the premises of this sacred temple. Yet, few hotels have restaurants outdoor that connects an alleyway to the temple. That is why VIP have exclusive rights to the Borobudur sacred site, from the corner. It is a good decision if you stay one night at these 5-star hotels. The food is delicious and traditional. I will not avoid changing plans, as it can be troublesome and hassle at times returning to the city center. That shall cover it all. Borobudur, Central Java, Indonesia, a 7th century Mahayana Buddhist temple in Magelang Regency, is the world's largest Buddhist temple. 9 stacked platforms, 6 square and 3 circular, topped by a central dome, is decorated with 2,672 relief panels and 504 Buddha statues. The central dome is surrounded by 72 Buddha statues, each seated according to calculated measurements and geometric layout designs. What fascinates me is the architecture, the layout, location, and the essence of the mandala form. According to the meaning of the mandala, it is a geometric configuration of symbols. In various spiritual traditions, mandalas may be employed for focusing attention of practitioners and adepts, as a spiritual guidance tool, for establishing a sacred space, and as an aid to meditation and trance induction. Moreover, it is a spiritual and ritual symbol in Hinduism and Buddhism, representing the universe. The circular design symbolizes the idea that life is never-ending and everything is connected. The mandala also represents spiritual journey within the individual viewer. In the ancient Sanskrit language of Hinduism and Buddhism, mandala means circle. Traditionally, a mandala is a geometric design or pattern that represents the cosmos or deities in various heavenly worlds. In Sanskrit, mandalas means circles are sacred symbols that are used for meditation, prayer, healing, and art therapy for any human being. Clinical studies have proven that mandalas have been shown to boost the immune system, reduce stress, pain, lower blood pressure, promote sleep, and ease depression. Where I am standing at the moment and having my selfie taken in the center of this marvelous temple, stands the facing Buddha. Therefore I reckon peace is found here that relates to old folklore. From these design symmetries of this universe. Have you imagined treasure bounty hunters? I reckon there is something big hidden underneath such marvelous temple. Lots of gold, money, and precious treasures. In one of my travel experience episode up North Bali, a priest has said that in some scenarios treasure can be hidden for a good sake. I reckon it is true. But locals will falsify, trying to hide its identity, observations, remarks, and maintain allegiance to its cultural importance. Well, you can say that treasure bounty hunters are more or less pirates in those eyes of the beholder. But beware. There are a lot of scammers. They like stalking at you. And sometimes they will politely ask to take a photo of you together, and later ask for some tips. You do not need to tip them. like you are at the center of the world and blissful of attaining nirvana. As a whole, Borobudur design took the form of a step pyramid. These prehistoric Austronesian megalithic culture stone pyramids construction is based on native beliefs that mountains and high places are the abode of ancestral spirits or yongs. From my snapshots of all the surroundings, you can see that the nature and landscape makes it the ideal spot to lay a sacred site such as this one, Borobudur. It's a pleasant and relaxed location with open views to different wind directions, sun movements and distance sights. The monument's three divisions comprises therefore symbolizes three realms of Buddhist cosmology, namely Kamadatta, the world of desires, Rupadatta, the world of forms, and finally Arupadatta, the formless world. Ordinary sentient beings live out their lives on the lowest level, the realm of desire. Those who have burned out all desires for continued existence leave the world on the level of form alone. They see forms but are not drawn to them. If you believe in the strong belief of Buddhism and reincarnation, there is a saying that by doing so, you reach the ultimate bliss and nirvana. The result is now that you are a disciple of Buddha, going beyond form and experience is at its infancy, the purest most fundamental level, the formless ocean of nirvana. From then, the liberation from the cycle of samsara where the enlightened soul had no longer attached to worldly form corresponds to sunyata. This phrase will mean your complete goodness or non-existence of yourself. From the base, which is Kamadatta, I had been slowly hiking up to Rupadatta that has 5 square platforms to its body. Next is the ultimate Arupadatta, comprises of 3 circular platforms and topmost stupa. From these 3 levels of hiking, I realized that there are 3 distinct metaphorical differences and architectural markings. An example is the square and detailed inscription from the Rupadatta middle stages that when reached at the Arupadatta top stage. These detailed decorations disappear due to the result of enlightenment, bliss and nirvana, the world of formless. Worship and praise is performed in a walking pilgrimage up each of these stages. Pilgrims are guided by the system of staircases and corridors to reach the top platform. Each platform represents one stage of enlightenment. Please be informed that certain paths that guided pilgrims has been designed to symbolize Buddhist cosmology. This truly emphasizes Borobudur is remarkably Buddhism in its nature. One might think that a security guard is on extreme duties today as the school holiday festival is ongoing. There's no escape from paying taxes or GST. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have reached the end. You might realize that there are many paths leading in and out of this sacred site, especially in the front layout plan. I will recommend visiting high-class hotels connected to this sacred site. It could have changed the policies of hotel as it varies. The Amanjawa Resort and the Manahara can be accessible. Another backdoor is the Hotel La Temple, which is a bit off the route, and off the beaten track, roughly 10 minutes walk. Roughly 10 minutes walk back from the first time I came in. Along this off-beaten path, it's just a nice relaxing walk back down to the hotel. In one fascinating story, a prince or a hero has willingly come back to its abode home and now departs peacefully after having nirvana. Thanks for watching. And please subscribe and give a like this channel.